Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Kelvin. Let's get right to this topic. You have to treat YouTube as a marathon rather than a sprint, because if you don't, then you end up with a channel that maybe isn't growing as fast enough, maybe isn't getting as much subscribers, as much views, especially now where there's a lot of just low views happening on YouTube. And I'm saying this to also give you my insight too. There's no easy shortcuts to succeeding on YouTube. You can make as many videos as you want on as many topics as you want, or you can even niche down as much as you want. But eventually things get a little stale, things get a little overcrowded. And if you're not careful, if you're not, if you're not making content that you love for one, and content that is helping people, then you're gonna end up in a trap that like you just keep pumping videos and you're actually not really reaching anyone. Especially now, man, because I find that I don't know what's going on with the changes on YouTube, whether it's the algorithm, but I think for one, shorts is somewhat taken over a little bit. So there's more spots when you open YouTube, the app, that you see more shorts being shown to you. Whereas if you go back a couple years ago, you had spots for more long form videos. You still had the shorts feed or the shorts column, whatever it is, but it wasn't as pronounced as it is now. So what that means is there's more competition for real estate. So you could be making the best videos you can possibly make. But if you only have a limited spots to be shown videos to, then it's harder for those videos that you're making to always be number one and always have a spot on the YouTube platform. I'm not saying that to discourage you, but I'm saying that because that's what I'm noticing. Going back in my YouTube journey and all that stuff, is I deleted videos. I deleted a lot of videos that I thought like underperformed. They weren't really good enough. There was always something I can nitpick about. Whether it's the audio, it's the video, it's the topic idea, whatever it is, there was always something that I could nitpick about. And so what ended up happening is I just got frustrated and I deleted a lot of videos. I wish I didn't do that, because deleting videos sort of, it's like you're playing this game of back and forth, right? You get maybe 40 views on a video, and then you go back and you delete the video. Now those 40 views are gone, those metrics are gone. Whoever watched those videos, now YouTube has no connection with them, because once you delete a video, you delete the metrics, you delete like everything that's associated with that video, which in turn is actually bad for your channel, because you're just playing this pendulum where you go up, you come down, you go up, you come down. So deleting videos, bad idea. If you really want to take out a video, just mark it as unlisted. I know it sucks having to see the video still, but mark it as unlisted. Number two, not really treating YouTube as a business. My niche is more with the drum and music niche, and a lot of times we produce covers, and which is fine, it's okay to produce covers, but you also have to check on the health of your channel. If all the covers you're producing are all copyright claim, that's not really benefiting your channel. Like, my channel is not an Alessa Perio channel. So for me, if all I'm doing is making drum covers that are all copyrighted, well, it's good for views, but it does nothing for my channel. It does nothing for when I got monetized, because my first few months of being monetized were hell, because I was monetized, hoping to like now start making money, but I was only making like cents per day, sometimes like 1 or 2 cents per day, because the videos that were being shown for a potential of receiving revenue, first of all, they weren't getting as much viewership. And number two, there were videos that like are very niche down. Let's say a lot of your audience watches drum covers, but you're making YouTube grow tip videos. Now people are going to see your videos, but not the majority of your audience is going to connect with that specific video. So you do end up getting views, but not as much views as you would get if you make a reaction type video or a drum cover of someone famous or something like that. Now, the downside with that is, you're going to run into copyright claim, which in turn, what I'm trying to say is this: you need to balance the level of copyright claim videos you have on your channel with the level of monetizable content, because you never know what can happen. You might be playing this game for a long time of not being monetized, and it might only take a few months, maybe a month, maybe a few weeks, and boom, all of a sudden you are fully monetized. You can start making revenue, and if you don't scaffold your channel the right way, you're gonna struggle even after monetization. Is what I'm trying to say. So hope that's clear. Also, tap into other ways to get more eyes on your channel. Like if you only make long form videos, you gotta mix it up with some shorts. Mix up the long form video with shorts, and sometimes you don't have to recreate the wheel or something like that. All you gotta do is just gather your long form videos that have done well and repurpose them into like some shorts. I'm not saying do like 3-minute long shorts, because I don't think anybody really watches 3-minute long shorts, but do a couple of seconds, maybe like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just to get the idea out there of that video. Now, don't be disappointed if when you put a related video to your shorts, it doesn't really get clicks. I haven't seen that to actually work on my channel. I don't see people finding videos on my channel because they're clicking on the related video of shorts. It's not really what's happening in my channel, so I can't tell you that that's going to work for you, right? But use shorts to leverage like the content you already have on your channel, because what that's going to do is give you views and also kind of keep your channel healthy, right? And sometimes you might get an idea that you think maybe it's not the best idea, and it ends up overperforming. Like one of my videos is a stock video that I did. It's a short stock video that I did, and I was just like, to be honest, I was just messing around. I wasn't really like intentionally trying to create something amazing or anything. And that short is even now one of my biggest short that is constantly getting views, constantly driving traffic to my channel. And that's a short that like I just kind of messed around and put it together in like a few hours or whatever, and it's doing great for my channel. So you never know what videos are going to take off. So if you don't create, you miss out on those opportunities. I will end by saying this: I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like the views are down right now. Like I can't speak on your channel, but for my channel, from what I'm seeing, the views are down. And YouTube is sort of weird, where you would get a 1 out of 10 video with great metrics, like great average view duration, great click-through rate, all that good stuff is popping, and yet the video is struggling to get views. And YouTube says, yeah, it takes them some time to find the right audience for the videos, which I totally understand. But I'm saying that to say that views are low right now. So it's not a matter of like making the right type of video. It's a matter of just trying to be consistent, trying to still produce videos. Even if you're not seeing the growth, still produce them, and produce videos that are actually the best that you can offer, right? Like leverage that. Produce videos that are the best that you can offer. It might not get the views, it might not get the traction, but if it's the best that you got, put it out there. Put it out there. Also, leverage ChatGPT as well too, with like coming up with titles and descriptions, because when you're a creator, you are mass producing content all the time, and sometimes you don't have the time to create a title for every video. You don't have the time, or create a description for every video. You don't have the time sometimes, and depending on what you're creating, sometimes your videos overlap, right? Or they don't overlap. So leverage ChatGPT. You create something, leverage it to like come up with a title. Obviously, don't let it do the work for you. Put in the ideas you have for the video. This is a video about this. This is what I'm trying to do with this video. Can you help me come up with trendy title or good title that strikes emotional appeal and all that stuff, and it'll give you some good suggestions, and then you just kind of pick which one you like, and leverage that to come up with a description that works for the video, and so on and so forth. So definitely rely on ChatGPT if you can, and just to kind of help you get the process going and get it going faster. Anyways, guys, I've said enough today. My throat is kind of drying out here, but I thought I'd get this video out because I haven't done any YouTube growth tip videos in a while. Sorry for the lighting going back and forth. I'm on my way to work, so this is some of the times that I get to actually just sit back and create content.